back to my channel as usual. For those of you who are already part of the family, for those of you who are new, welcome. My name is Kiara Selena. I'm a licensed practical nurse, and on my channel we talk about nursing, beauty, hair, makeup, skincare, and all of that good stuff. So if you want to see more content like this, then hit that subscribe button and turn your notification bell on so you won't miss another video from me again. Questions on Instagram as well as YouTube. I'm gonna start off with the Instagram questions and then we're gonna get into the YouTube questions. So I got my other phone right here, and all right, let's start off. So we have Naj_Ted on Instagram who said, do you think it's harder to work with male nurses or female nurses? All right guys, so I've worked, for those of you who don't know, I worked as a CNA for 2 years before I became a nurse, which I've been for under a year now. Like, not even, I think it's been like 6-7 months. And honestly, I will say male, like, just because male nurses, they are kind of like me. Not saying that I'm a male or like that I'm like a male, but what I mean is they come into work, they do what they have to do, and they go. Females, on the other hand, are just extremely catty, and not even only in like working as a CNA or a nurse that I see this, also in nursing school, just because we were predominantly women in our class, and there was just always drama, always someone who has a problem with someone else, someone talking about someone else, or some rumor, or just something. Like,
ain't nobody got time for that.
Male KT on Instagram, who is my boyfriend's sister, who's asking me if I have a boyfriend. She wants to be funny. So yes, I do have a boyfriend. If you guys haven't seen my boyfriend tag video or my boyfriend versus sister tag video, I'm gonna leave it down below if you guys are interested in seeing who the boy is. But we out here. Bro, this girl's been literally like supporting me forever. But she says, so what are your plans, or what are your future plans with the boyfriend? The future plans, you know what? Let's call him and ask him that question. Let me see what he's about to say. Because I'm gonna answer because he doesn't know this number. He's probably gonna see my mom's picture and get scared. Baby.
Hello?
Yeah. Hello?
What's up? Yeah.
What are your future plans with me?
What are my future plans with you?
Yeah. Oh, you looking confused. What are your future plans?
Well, I mean, you said the next step, we gotta move. Alright?
Yeah, you move your finger from the mic.
So we gotta move.
Yeah, we gotta move. Then what?
I don't know, do one step at a time. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Okay. Are you okay?
This is what you call to ask me.
Yeah. Are you okay though?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just came from the gym.
Okay, I'm gonna call you back soon. From him, I think I caught him a bit off guard because he's probably just thinking like, why the hell is she asking me that? So, but yeah, basically, for those of you who don't know, I'm in a long distance relationship. So my boyfriend lives in Michigan, USA, and I live somewhere in Canada. Don't watch none. Don't worry about where I live, okay? No, I'm just joking. I live in Canada, in the province of Quebec. And obviously, like, the next step for us would be like to get him over here, because girl, I'm not going to the States. I'm so sorry, like, I'm not going to the States. You guys are crazy. I'm just joking. Not you guys, but you guys know what I mean. Like, nah, the States is just crazy. And I mean, I have school that's basically free. Healthcare is basically free. Like, no, I have no reason to want to go to the States. The only way I'd ever go to the States is if like I won the lottery or something. That's the only way you could live your best life in the States. I feel like they call the States the land of opportunity, yet they make everything so hard for you guys to do. You can't afford to be healthy. You can't afford to get an education. Like, what is that? No, I'm good where I'm at. So we're about to start the paper process soon for him to come to Canada. That's one thing I love about my boyfriend. He's very just like, he's just chill. Like he doesn't have to make a big fuss about nothing. He's just like, okay, cool, like whatever. So he's gonna come here, and then once he comes here, then obviously, or once his papers get approved, then we can focus on like the steps after that. But for now, it's pretty much that. And I mean, for me personally, like if you're talking like long term, that's my husband, that's my baby father. Next question is from Pink Clouds 45 on Instagram, who said, what things do you not like about nursing? I also made a video about that. I will leave that down in the description. But some things that I don't like about nursing is, well, the main thing I don't like is the shortage. Like I don't like the shortage. I don't like unappreciative or just rude patients, but that's kind of something that you have to deal with. You just find your coping mechanisms for that. But I don't like it, and I can't stand rude doctors. But like I said, I talk about that in my other videos, so go check that out. Whoa, what was that? What was that? Go check that out. The link to that is gonna be down below. He says, "C'est quoi tes passe-temps?" Now he's speaking in French, but basically this means like, what do you do like on your free time? Like, what do you like doing when you're like not working or whatever? What's your like hobby kind of? Right now, my main thing is YouTube. That's like mainly what I've been doing. If I'm not working, if I'm not busy, like, you know, that YouTube is pretty much my main focus. Other than that, like I kind of just me and my two friends, Q and Tam, I have a girls night out vlog if you guys want to check that out. But we kind of just like go bowling or get a bottle of wine, go at like one of our friends' house, or go to the bar, have a drink, or we go to Q's house, watch TV, just talk. I'm very like chill, laid back. Like I don't like doing too much. But right now my main thing is YouTube. LizLove92 on Snapchat says, how old are you? What are your goals for 2020? And also, do you have a skincare routine? If so, what is it? Your skin is beautiful. So she found my skincare routine because she just commented on it. But for those of you, if you want to see my skincare routine, I will leave the links down to that. I'll leave the links to that down below as well. But you can, like, it's like the second video. I think, no, there's one video before this one, and then like the skincare routine is the one after. So, but I have 2 skincare routine videos. I will leave them down below. To answer her question, I'm 22 years old. I'm turning 23 on April 17th. I was born in 1997, Aries gang. And what are my goals for 2020? Well, I want to finally start my bachelor program. I'm very close to getting what I need in order to enroll, which is just 1 year of nursing experience. So I'm gonna wait like 4 months and get my employer to write me a letter saying that I've been working for 1 year, and then I will be able to register. And the good thing about that program is that it starts every single month since it's online. So like you don't have to worry about like missing the deadline and having to wait for like the fall or wait for the summer, none of that. And also, I wasn't gonna tell you guys this in this video, but I am now in the Navy. I joined the military. I'm starting my training on Thursday. My shipment date for boot camp is going to be in May. So I want to graduate boot camp and get fleet school done as well. So graduate boot camp and finish my fleet school program for the trade that I chose to do in the military, which is not medical, like related to the medical field, but I'm going to talk about that in another video. Thomas, who is also another one of my like super supportive subscribers who's just been like supporting me like forever, says, what is your biggest motivator to finish nursing school? I know nursing school burnout is super real. Love you. Love you too. My biggest motivator in nursing school was just like, my father always said that like it's really important for you to have a plan A but have a plan B. My plan A is to become an RN to get my bachelor, but my plan B was basically LPN school, so that, because I know sometimes life basically just throws curveballs at you, and sometimes those curveballs can delay you, and I didn't want to be stuck in a situation where like, you know, I kind of get a curveball thrown at me and you know, like I'm kind of screwed. Like I can't go to school, or like I have to go and work a job that I absolutely hate, where I'm not getting paid well because, you know, I just can't make the time sacrifice or the financial sacrifice to go to school. So for me, like going to nursing school is like, okay, this is a quick way for you to get financial stability, for you to become independent, for you to, you know, get job security. You know, I'm always gonna have a job, I'm always gonna be needed. There's like amazing benefits that come with being a nurse, and I can get it done quite quickly. And so that was my thing. Like I didn't want to struggle. I remember being like 18 years old and I was working like 5 days a week, making $400, you know, after working 5 days a week. And then after I get taxed on that, I was getting like $300. And at 18, like I was still living at home. Like I am still living at home, but even $300 was just like, I like nice things. Okay. I like nice things, and $300 was it just wasn't going to cut it for me. So the fear of suffering in life and like the intense need or feeling or want, yes, the intense want for financial freedom and financial security is kind of what pushed me through, and I do not regret it one freaking bit. Let's go to the YouTube question. This video is gonna be longer than I wanted it to be, but it's okay. Shalia Montego says, how long did it take for your content to actually get views, and how do you know which videos to continue putting out? I mean, it depends on what you mean by views, because I was kind of getting views from day one. Because what I did was, before even starting my YouTube channel, I did so much research on like the importance of description, tags, how to make proper tags and all those stuff. And I didn't just like start my channel with like 1 or 2 videos on it. I had pre-recorded like 4 or 5 videos, so that if anybody sees one video and they like it, then they have a selection of videos to choose from. And that's the thing, it's all about like creating binge-worthy content or bingeable content. Like, so if somebody likes one video, they might not subscribe to you after one video, but if they watch 2 or 3 videos that they like, then they're more likely to subscribe to you that way. So I made sure that I had videos pre-recorded, and I got my first 1,000 subscribers in like a month and a half. So I started like growing like pretty quickly. I would say it took me like about a month and a half to start like seeing like real progress in my channel. And how do I know which videos to continue putting out? I don't know. Like I don't just think off the top of my head. That's the thing that comes with YouTube. It's not just getting behind the camera and recording, it's doing research. The algorithm is always changing, so making sure that whatever tricks that you're using actually work, because the things that worked for YouTube in 2019 may not be the same. Like the algorithm is always changing. There's little rules about YouTube that are constantly changing, so staying up to date with that is really important. It's part of like the whole YouTube game, but also just making sure that you always have ideas written out, at least enough ideas for the week. Or me personally, I try to look for ideas for the entire month. So I kind of just go on YouTube, look for inspiration, and also you have the community section, like where I post all my posts. You have the community section where you can ask people things, where you can make polls and all kinds of stuff. So if you don't know what to post, ask people what they want to see. And if you don't really have like a big following on YouTube, you can ask people around you for some suggestions. My boyfriend is constantly telling me how boring I am on YouTube and how much I need to spice things up, and he gives me advice. I ask my friends, I ask people on Snapchat, I ask people on Instagram, on Facebook. So I'm always asking people and getting people's opinions, and then I kind of use that as inspiration to create new content. Shaquita Simone says, what was the hardest part about LPN school and what was the easiest? So the way my LPN program worked was, it was divided into 2 sections. We had 1 year of theory and 1 year of 1 year of clinical. Yes, the LPN in Canada is 2 years. The LPN program in Canada is 2 years. But we had 1 year of theory and 1 year of clinicals. Clinical wasn't so bad because you're kind of sitting down, just taking in information. And to me, that part was like the most intriguing part about, you know, nursing school. Just learning all the systems, learning all these new things, starting to practice in the lab. Like that was fun to me. And we started at 9, so it wasn't too bad. The hardest thing for me though was the second year where I started doing clinical, because I was not working at all throughout theory. I had ran out of savings. I had to start working. I started working as a CNA, and honestly guys, like, working while you're going to clinicals is really, really hard. Not only waking up like super early to go work, because clinical is work, so you're going to work at a place where you're not being paid, and then on top of that you have to manage your own like financial responsibilities. So it's like at first I was going to clinical, and then directly from clinical I was going to work, and it was just too much for me. It was like 16 hours of work, like almost 5 days a week, and that was just too much. It was killing me. So I cut my shifts down, and I decided to only work on weekends. But then I was pretty much always working at least 6-7 days a week, which was also really hard because I had assignments to do. So hands down, I would say like the clinical part is the hardest. Going to theory, going to class, and going to work isn't so bad, because like I said, you're not really like working, well, at least on your feet. You're not, what you're doing in theory is not really too physical. It's more mental. You're just taking in information. But when you're actually on your feet and you're working during your clinicals, and then you actually have to go to work on top of that, it's a killer. Candace Nurse 2020 says, how do you obtain subscribers to your channel when you are new to YouTube? Consistency. Like I said, having a selection of videos for your subscribers to choose or to see when they click on a video. If somebody sees one video of yours and they like it, they're gonna want to see more. And like I said, if you have a selection of videos that they like, and they can actually see that you're somewhat of an active YouTuber, their chances of subscribing is higher than if you just have like 1 or 2 videos. Also, high quality videos, no webcam quality, no like weird low quality like Samsung. I'm so sorry. I know that there are a lot of Android lovers out there, and I know the newer Androids are good, but Androids, like, their cameras just So no like weird laggy dark lighting. If you don't have a ring light or anything like that, record in the sun. Stay consistent. Share on your social media platforms. Make good descriptions and good tags and good thumbnails. But I do have a video of how to start your nursing channel, so I'm gonna leave that down below. And lastly, we have Tatiana Rosario, who says, how can one request to shadow a nurse in a specialty you are interested in, and when should this be expressed to your instructors when you are in nursing school? So I don't really know how like schooling works in the States. I'm assuming she's in the States because I'm looking at her channel now, and she has a playlist called Teas. We don't have that here. So basically the way it works here is your school will basically send you on clinical wherever they send you on clinical, and once you're done school, if you want to specialize in a certain thing, then you apply there, and if you get accepted, then they will train you, right? So it's like even the RN students here, like, you can't request to like go on like a neurology or like cardiology rotation because you want to work as a cardiology nurse. Like, that's not the way it works. You will go to med surg, you will do geriatrics, you will do rehab, you'll do palliative or whatever clinicals your school makes you do. Like I said, you'll graduate, you'll get your diploma or get your degree, and then you will choose where you want to specialize. If you get accepted in that place, they will train you there. That's the way it works here, at least. I don't know about the States, so you might have to do a little bit more research on it. The video is getting a bit lengthy. I'm gonna have to cut it here. I might make a part 2 for the rest of the questions, maybe next week or so. I'm gonna save the questions, but that's it for today. If you guys liked this video and wanna see more content like this, then please like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to turn your notification bell on so you will get a notification whenever I post future content. And I really hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye.